Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros. I'm here to talk about game 152, where the Astros lose 9-5 to the Baltimore Orioles. They have lost this series. They have lost 3 consecutive series. They entered the final 6 series of the season, and they have now lost the first 3 of them. I'm speechless for the game. They've done a great job this season of doing my job for me. Look at the box score. Everything you need to know. They got beat pretty soundly. It felt worse than 9-5, actually. I'll say that. You had 2 layups of series. Before this Baltimore series, you fumbled both of them. And to be honest, I figured you'd lose the Baltimore series. And that's not a knock against the Astros. It's praise for Baltimore. I know I had quite a few Baltimore fans. Howdy, guys. They've built a juggernaut in Baltimore. They could legitimately, I think there is a solid possibility, Baltimore goes from 100-loss season to World Series champion in 2 years. Wild thing for them. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, because the Astros did something kind of similar to that. They went from 3 consecutive 100-loss seasons to the juggernaut they have been for the past 6-7 years. It happens. Teams turn a corner. Tanking, it's not fun when it's going on, but results kind of show. Baltimore looks like they're going to be good for a while. The Astros have been great for a long while. They're like the little brothers to us in a metaphorical sense. Cool for them. I figured they'd win. They're incredible. And I wouldn't be upset about losing this series if you would have taken 4 or 5 of the games against those 200-loss teams that are currently rebuilding. That would make the sting of this hurt a whole lot less. But you didn't. You fumbled against the A's, you fumbled against the Royals, and then you come home and you get beat in embarrassing fashion last night, and slightly more embarrassing fashion tonight, I feel. It's close, it's debatable. There's nothing in this game worth talking about on an individual standpoint. Like, I'm done going player to player right now. Because at the end of the day, we have spent this entire season as a fan base pointing fingers at this player or that player or this coach or that coach. It's no longer a matter of this player isn't performing or this player chokes, right? Because, and here's the thing, I'm not even saying anyone particular, because you could legitimately point a finger at every player on the 27-man roster, is it 27 now, and any person on the coaching staff. This isn't one person or 2 people or a handful, say 5. It's not a group's issue anymore. It is epidemic. It's top to bottom. It's the starting 9, it's the bench, it's the rotation, it's the bullpen, it's every member of the coaching staff. It's everyone. You have players who just have not performed anywhere near what you thought they would. Then you have good players. I'm not going to take big shots at them, at the big guys on this team, but who occasionally just kind of have sunk down to nothing for periods of time and then come surging back. Or, no fault of their own, they've missed time from injury. Or they just can't find time in the lineup because the manager refuses to play them. And then there's the coaching aspect of it. I don't think Dusty's done a particularly good job, but I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't ask questions like, what is Josh Miller doing? Look, I have my qualms with Dusty, and I'm not going to say I don't, but guys, you gifted Josh Miller another great rotation, and what has the pitching been this year? I mean, it's been... Thank you, Dryer, for going off at this exact moment in time. The pitching's been horrendous. Like, he got another year to work with Javi and Framber, and they both balloon their ERAs. Javi's close to 5. Framber's well over 3. Verlander, since coming back, was worse than he was with the Mets. You took the Cy Young winner, I want to say the 4th place Cy Young vote getter in Framber, and a guy who, had he pitched more innings, if he would have got to 180, Javi would have ran off with Cy Young voting, in my opinion. At least he should have. You have a good staff. You have a great staff. And you've somehow gotten worse since the deadline. It's no longer a matter of one individual. It is the collection that makes up the Houston Astros that is the problem. And that's it. They are a problem this year. This is not... And I might catch it. I don't care. This is not a good team this year. They have a lot of good players. They have a really good future. But I'm not talking about 2024. And I'm not talking about 2022 when I make the videos this season. I am talking about 2023. And the team that has been put out there for the 152 games I've talked about to this point has had streaks, but overall I have a very difficult time saying that they have been good. They've been okay. And now, as you stare down the end of the season, with 10 games left, you have a half-game lead of the division, in a division that it just feels like nobody wants to win, by the way. And it's just... I don't know. There's still a legitimate chance that you win the division. There's a very real chance that you can do that. There's a chance you might win the division and not get 90 wins, by the way. That's fun. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen down the stretch. They could win 10 in a row because it's this team. Or they could lose 7 of those 10 and be out of the playoff picture all entirely. I don't know what we're in for down the final 10. I love this team. That's the thing. You think I'd get this upset and passionate and yelly about a team that I didn't care about? No. I love this team. I want to see them make the playoffs again. I want to see them win the World Series again. That's why I get loud. That's why I care, because I love them. I would love to see them win the final 10 games and cruise off into the postseason and then go on another fun run. I don't know what we're going to get down the final 10. But it's just another game where they can't wake up. We thought the wake up would come within the second month of the year. Right? Because, the Astros always start slow, we jokingly say to each other. Because they do. But then the wake up usually comes around late April. And then it didn't come. All right, well, it'll come in May. And then it didn't. It'll come in June, and it didn't. It'll come in July, and it didn't. The deadline, and it didn't. August, it didn't. It's September 19th. You are 10 games away from the end of the year. And it hasn't come. We've thought it did many a times. They rebounded for stretches, but never for a legitimate, chunk. The rebounds would be 8 games. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it comes now. Maybe they finally get out of their own way and they have a nice stretch to end it and figure it out in the postseason. I hope that happens. But we have 10 games left to see what they do. And the Astros themselves, the team, has 10 games left to salvage their season and win the West. And time will tell if they do or don't. They play tomorrow at 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. The Astros send, and I will at least put a smile on my face for this, the noted coffee enthusiast Christian Javier to the mound, and the Orioles will send Kyle Brandish to the mound. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that's all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.